Good evening. Welcome everyone who is interested in becoming a cuddlist, who wants to understand what this cuddling thing's all about. I'm Janet Trevino, and here I am talking about what I'm telling a lot of people recently. They say, oh my gosh, I want to do that job. I want to become a cuddlist. Can I do it? And typically it's just like, we'll go online, do the training, jump through some of the hoops and then become a cuddlist. And what I'm finding though is that and this is also recommended through the Cuddlist website, is that it's super important that you actually experience this work first as a client. That is, I think it's not mandatory at this point, but I think at some point it's going to really distinguish the people that are really, really good at this work and those who are, I don't know, I don't want to call not good, but it's just, there's going to be a huge difference in my opinion. Because I'm already seeing, as I help people finish their training, I'm starting to see what's happening, right? What the pieces that they're missing, and they're missing the client experience. So let me start from the beginning. When you come and become a cuddlist, yes, you do the online training, and then you go to a cuddle party, and then you actually experience it. For most people, this is the first time they have a one-on-one, which they are right now cuddlists, and then for example, if they choose me, then I am the client and I push their boundaries and do all those kinds of things. And what's happening is I went and had this experience. I went to a city nearby and was going to do a final review for someone. And in the moment I realized, whoa, something didn't seem right. Like there was a lot of pieces that seemed missing. So I stopped the final review and said, have you had a chance to be a client? And the person said they hadn't had one. And then I said, okay, why don't we start over? And let's go ahead and you're the client and I'm the cuddlist, and can you go outside? I mean, I haven't made them go outside, knock on the door and come on in, and let's do this from the beginning. So the person walked in and I did my spiel, and I walked them through the steps, even though I was in their place. I used the place that they use. Went to the steps, got to the place we were sitting in this place where we could lie down or sit and do whatever kind of touch that they asked for. And in that moment I asked, so what kind of touch would you like to receive? What would feel good? And this person who was ready to become a cuddlist froze and was like, I don't know. Now, I get an I don't know sometimes from my clients. It's very rare now because I provide homework so that they can get prepared for this question, because they know this question is coming. I don't, surprise it on them. When you get home for a session with me, right off the bat, like comes to our phone call, this is going to be the question I'm going to ask you, and this is the one that, I'm hoping that you can answer with ease because of the homework, because you've asked me questions, because we've had this preparation. So for me to be sitting there and the person said, I don't know what I want, and this person's about ready to be a cuddlist, I was like, ooh, this is a problem. This is huge, because cuddlist work, this isn't just like any type of professional cuddling that's out there. We build our work on boundaries and mutual consent, asking for what you want. It's super important that you can verbalize, use your words, verbalize what you want in touch and in cuddling and in human experience. And I sat there and waited. And I could see that this person who was ready to be a cuddlist started to get emotional, and yeah, there were tears, and it was intense, and it brought up a lot of memories. And I realized again, it was like this affirmation. Wow, we really need. I mean, I need it too. I need the client experience, and all cuddlists need this client experience. And that's what I love about Cuddlists, is because we also have cuddle party. That's something every month we can come and have the opportunity to ask for what we want and be in a group of people and have this, group experience where we can do this work, like practice what we're needing to work on. I can say that there are times when I need to work on my no, and I need to work on my yes. I need to work on my negotiation. I need to think through, what is it that I really want, and learn practice that. Why? Why is it important to learn how to ask for what you want? It's because it's vulnerable. It requires for you to know yourself and trust yourself. It requires you to be honest. And I think a lot of people aren't, that's why we do this work, because there's a lot of us who don't know how to do that, don't know how to tell our partners, don't know how to tell our friends, our parents, people around us, and say, this is who I am, this is what I want. It's hard. And so because we're in this work, this is about touch, but it's also about communication and consent. If our cuddlists can't do it for themselves, then we're in trouble, right? And we need to first work on ourselves and make sure that we're in a place where we can do that. Now, I was sure that the person that did this training this weekend, and we were able to do a final review later, I was confident, like 100% confident, that once this person realized, this future cuddlist realized what the connections they needed to make, they were going to make them. And that by that evening, when we went back and tried it again, like, I mean, it was perfect. They nailed it. It was great, wonderful. But it was this like switch, like, even though this person had done years of service work, I mean, had done years of client work, that person had always been in the caregiving role. They'd always been the one offering services, products, giving, but no one had ever turned around and asked them, what do you want? And how can I take care of you? A lot of us are in that caregiving role, either as parents or as children of adult children of parents, or at work. I mean, we're always in that role where we're taking care of everyone. And that's what I love about Cuddlists, is that this is an opportunity for you to lead the session, that I can take care of you. Let me take care of you. Let me hold you. Let me do whatever it is that you asked for. And that's the power of what we're doing here, empowering people to ask for what they want. And so it begins with Cuddlists. So going back to the original question, someone says, hey, I want to be a Cuddlist. I want to do what you do. I think it's great. I can make lots of money. This is so awesome. I want to do it. I can hold people. And I say, well, then come in for a client session. And guess what they all, like, they gave me this look like, I don't want to do that. That's not what I'm signing up for. I don't want to be a client. I want to do your work. And I'm like, yes, for you to do the Cuddlist work, you need to be a client first, period. Period. It needs to start off with you, knowing what it feels like to be a client, knowing what it feels like to be embarrassed, awkward, uncomfortable, feeling like nervous, to come to someone's house and go, oh, I don't know. And I don't know if what I'm about to ask is okay. Like, having those feelings so that when you do become a Cuddlist and your clients come to you with those same feelings, you can say, I can relate. I was there. I know what that's like. And you are better able to create an experience for them that allows them to feel empowered. And really great about all of it. So that's pretty much it. Trying to think. Us Cuddlists are not perfect. We're doing our work. We're growing. We're healing. We're processing our own issues and our own stories. And a lot of us have a lot of baggage. And as we become better professionals, as we become better at doing our own business, guess what? We're going to be awesome in the world and great providers for all of you who are ready to jump in, ask for what you want, know what your boundaries are, be confident in who you are, and please share that with us. Share that experience of we can grow together. Anyway, thank you. Thank you so much. I love you all. Now let's get to some cuddling. I gotta go for a 2-hour session. Bye.